Are you serious? Are you serious? Greece is saved. Or is it? Well, a deal has been made. A bailout has been approved by all sides. Out of Brussels, they're reporting after months of wrangling and fist pounding and pushing back and forth and eye poking, there has been a deal. Greece finally clinched a bailout agreement with the European creditors just a few hours ago, early this morning, that will, implemented, it will secure the country's place in the euro and avoid a massive financial collapse for now. Well, the terms of the deal, however, will be painful for both the Greeks and the radical left-wing led government, which since its election in January has vowed to stand up to the creditors and reject budget cuts they have been demanding. Before it can get 85 billion euros or $95 billion in a bailout cash and support for its banks to reopen, the Greek government will have to pass a raft of austerity measures that include sales tax increases, reforms to pensions, and labor market reforms. Greece will be on a tight timetable to implement the reforms, a reflection of how little the creditors trust the government to honor this deal. Greek's Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras he's infuriated. He's upset with the European partners. He called for a popular vote against them, and he received 62% from the Greek people saying, don't sign a deal. But the thing is, they're about ready to go into bank collapse. They were just a day or so away from a massive bank collapse and a huge humanitarian crisis. So, having said that, the Germans doubled down on Greece, even making the austerity measures higher. For instance, they're going to have a 23% sales tax. And that money has to go directly to the European or to the Eurozone to pay down on its debt. Also, Greece has to put 50 billion euros in a bank account as collateral that they will carry through with these austerity measures. And if they don't, well, then Germany and the Eurozone will just take the 50 billion and say, see you later. So they're using that as collateral to force Greece to follow through with collecting the sales tax, with cutting the pensions, with raising the retirement age, with cutting the social entitlements, like equivalent to our food stamps and welfare systems. They're requiring the Greeks to change their labor laws, to change all kinds of different things that they do. That basically the Germans are saying, we're working over here in Germany, and we're paying our taxes and we're working hard and we're funding your lifestyle. And so this thing is getting uglier by the minute, and I don't think it's over. Yes, they've come up with an agreement. The deal is signed today. But that doesn't mean the Greek people and the Greek parliament is going to pass it. Alexis Tsipras may go home and run into a brick wall, and they may say no. And if that happens, then you can know what's going to happen. The Eurozone people are going to cut Greece loose. And then Greece may still fall into the soft pillow of Russia and China, and maybe the new BRIC banking system. BRIC, of course, is the 5 nations that just developed a new bank for developing countries it's called BRICS. It's made up of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. So I don't think it's over yet. Yes, the deal has been signed between Greece and the Eurozone leaders, but the Greek people haven't said yes. And later today, by tomorrow, Alexis Tsipras may come home to riots in the streets when he starts to tell the people what it is they got to do But without the deal, Greece's banks are going to collapse. They're going to collapse. This thing is getting ugly, folks. But a deal has been met. They will stay in the euro if they do what they say, which they've been bailed out twice, and both times they did not do what they said they would do. That's why Germany is holding a hammer over their head this time. They're not going to let them slide by again. This is all part of the creation, folks, of the New World Order to create a one world currency. They're proving that a currency that has 19 partners in it with 19 different sets of rules won't work. If you're going to have a currency, you have to have a one set of rules, which means a one world government. And this is the test. Euro is the test, and the test is going to fail. And so that's what's going to force the world markets into a one world currency. Now, China's working hard to be that new global reserve standard to replace America. So we're going to see what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. NSA is trying to listen in, I guess. So, are you serious? I'll be back with more current world events and what's happening and how it relates to Bible prophecy, because these are the last days. Greece is the word. So don't miss today's live broadcast at 12 noon Eastern, because my guest is Pastor Daryl Myatt, who just got back from Greece just before the crisis hit. I think he got out of there 3 days before it did. He was there 2 weeks. He preached at Mars Hill in Athens, where Apostle Paul preached. He was among the people there. He'll give us a first-hand account of what's really taking place on the streets in Greece. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time. My website, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Today, 12 noon Eastern. 12 noon Eastern. Don't miss this broadcast. Special broadcast. God bless.